Hi everyone, it's Daniel from Dogstetter Subaru, and today I'm doing a bit of a different format here, as you can see, kind of walking with the selfie stick, and today will be a market review. So let's check it out and let's see what the market has for us in store and how it's changed over time. My last market review video wasn't that popular. I was just sitting in the car and kind of giving my thoughts about prices and so on, and where they're headed, and the reason for the price increase and so on. And so now it's been a couple of months, maybe 3 months, and even longer than 3 months. And at that time, we were still kind of at the peak, and now we're finding that actually used car prices and used car prices mainly were actually just starting to come down. And I had this prediction that those really low-priced used cars, like under 5,000, under 10,000, those will kind of keep the same price as they have now, simply because of inflation. It kind of creates a base for the pricing of used cars. But then I mentioned that our luxury cars and higher-priced used cars will come down in price, and that is what we've been seeing. So if you're looking at the market now, luxury cars, they're in stock now. They're available for the most part. If you're talking BMW, and then American-made vehicles, trucks, lots of them are available, and there's even discounts to be found, and some negotiation room as well. So that's in general where we are now. A big thing that's lending itself to this decrease in pricing and the slower moving environment is, of course, interest rates. So interest rates have gone up, what, 5-6% in the last year or so, and that's where we are now. Where used car rates, at least where I'm at, and I'm at Dogstetter Subaru here. We're in Vancouver, Canada. So the information that I'm giving you and prices and so on, it will all be in Canadian dollars. But for example, our interest rates right now for used cars are between 9.99 to 10.99. Actually, some could get a little lower, as low as 9.5 or 8.99, but generally we're quoting at 9.99 for used cars. We're going to go to our used car area as well, and we'll do a little lot walk and see which cars we have in stock right now, and we'll talk about the pricing and how it changed from just a few months ago. But we are seeing a change. We're seeing, I would say, kind of a drastic change. A part of it is, like I said, the interest rates. The holidays are coming up, and this is a time where traditionally people are a bit more focused on family, gifts, and so on, and not so much buying of vehicles. So there's a bit of a slowdown now for sure. But as far as, so that's the general market, I would say. And when it comes to Subarus in particular, what I wanted to mention, or one of the things that I wanted to mention is, if you look here, you can see some in-stock available Subarus. Here you can see the Solterra, another one. This Outback is a sold unit, so that's not in stock. But as far as electric cars, very similar to the rest of the market, Subaru is in a situation where the demand is not as high as anticipated. And it seems like we went very quickly from a 2-year timeline waiting for these electric cars to just having them in stock. And not just that, it's the car that we have most in stock of. I believe we have maybe 15 units in stock, from base model to top of the line. And so that's quite a new thing for us. Other than that, demand is still high and supply is still fairly low for Subarus. For example, the Outback right here. I've got one right now in stock, and it's the Outback Touring. It's a mid-trim level model. I'm surprised it hasn't sold yet, but we do have one Outback in stock. We have one WRX in stock, automatic, 2 BRZs, one automatic, one manual, and a bunch of these Solterras. If you're looking for a Solterra, give me a shout. We can hook it up. Very nice lower subsidized interest rates on Solterras. If you're a existing Subaru customer, there's actually 2% off the going rate, the going interest rate, which is just amazing. I think the base rate is, I think it's 5.49. So you could get a vehicle at 3.49. I believe it's in around that zone. So if you're in the market for an electric car, a Subaru Solterra, this is the time. This is the time to pull the trigger. The incentives are still very good. I'm not sure about the US, but in Canada we have $5,000 government federal incentive, as well as potential provincial incentives as well, but those are tied to your income, so you may not qualify. But either way, if you're buying an electric car, an electric Solterra, in Canada, you get five grand off the sticker price from the government. And if you're an existing customer, it can actually be a pretty sweet deal with the 2% off. In addition, Subaru increased their incentive spend on the Solterra, and currently we're actually offering a holiday bonus of an additional $1,000, an additional $500 from the dealership, so $1,500 off the car, 2% off, and that federal rebate is still there. And the prices are reflective of the 2023 model year. So pretty good deal if that's the car you're looking for. So that's the Solterra, and that's Subaru in general. So that's the current situation. I do want to mention some of the timelines have decreased, which is really nice for cross-treks like the ones you'll see here in just a minute. For these cross-treks right here, kind of new to the selfie stick game, so please bear with me. But these cross-treks right here, the wait time for them is maybe 1 or 2 or 3 months now, not the 6 months wait time that we had for so long. So you can see all these units have been sold. They're all incoming inventory that people have been waiting for quite a long time. So these are all sold units that have finally come in. An Impreza right here. This is the top of the line Impreza. 2 more Solterras, so as you can see, we don't have a shortage of those. But other cars, I'd say we still do, and we're still kind of working on an ordering system. Here you can see a Crosstrek Onyx in offshore blue. And I'll pan around here so you can see the rest of our lot. This is a good sized lot for a Canadian dealership, for a Vancouver dealership. We're actually the largest, or we believe we're the largest. Maybe we're tied with another one for the largest Subaru dealership in British Columbia, Canada, in our province, in our state. So let's have a look here. We've got a Crosstrek Wilderness in Geyser Blue. This is nice for my channel. I don't think I've shown the blue yet. We've seen the Alpine Green in my Crosstrek Wilderness video, but here it is in blue. So that's the state of our new Subaru cars, the state of the market. And let's go over some pre-owned inventory as well, just to check that out and go over that as well. So pre-owned inventory, the deals are there. Especially if you're a cash buyer, this is the time. We still do want people to finance. The dealerships that do make money off of that. It's a source of income for us. So we'll work with someone that wants a used car and is willing to finance. But either way, whether you're financing or paying in full, now you do have that time where dealers will work with you. We want your business. We will potentially discount aging inventory. And these cars behind me are our inventory. So you can see we do have a couple of Crosstreks right here. This is the previous generation Crosstrek. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 units. So that's interesting. And some Volkswagens, an R, GTI, Civic, And again, all these prices that I'm going to be talking about are in Canadian dollars, so the conversion factor is about 1.37, so divided by 1.37, something like that, to get the US pricing. 22 Honda Civic sedan. Now keep in mind, these are kind of our starting prices, so if it's updated to the downside, which it likely is by this point, we may not see the exact. But for example, a 22 Honda Civic sedan, 43,000 kilometers, listing at 31,255, 31 grand. Canadian, and that's about 23 US, something like that. GTI don't have pricing on those cars for some reason. I think maybe they just came back from detailing. This 2019 Crosstrek Sport with eyesight, 115,000 kilometers, and still selling at the high 20s. We have it listed at 27,995. Probably room to move on that one, but Crosstreks hold their value really, really well. So that unit had 100 and some thousand kilometers. That's about 70,000 miles. Still selling for that 20,000, low 20,000 American, high 20,000 Canadian range. So that's the Crosstreks right here. And let's just go to see the rest of our inventory. And please let me know if there's any cars that you like to see. This is a new format for me, this lot walk. I think I'm enjoying this quite a bit, so let me know if there's any cars that you like to see that you want me to keep track of. Please let me know. I'm hoping to do these types of videos maybe once a week or so, or once every couple of weeks, to keep you updated on the market and let you know where good deals can be found. This car we've had for a while, for example, Mitsubishi RVR. It's the front-wheel drive version, which is the reason that it's been with us for a little while. The all-wheel drive, of course, would sell better. It's that right there. Currently, that's one of our best value vehicles. It's a 2018 front-wheel drive, as I mentioned. Does have 150,000 kilometers, but pricing at 15 grand, at 15,000 Canadian. We started higher, but now it's down to 15,000. It may actually be very close to our cost. So yeah, $15,000 Canadian. It's about 11 grand for a 2018 Mitsubishi small SUV. That sounds pretty good to me. 150,000 K. That's about 85 or 90,000 miles. Still hasn't sold, so we do have some sitters. Another one right here, Kia Soul. This has also sat for a little while. It's 2020, 64,000 K. Our starting price was quite a bit higher, but it's now at 32 grand. Only 64,000 kilometers on the car, about 40,000 miles. Let's see what else we have here. Nice Forester. Legacy. Impreza. A WRX. I think this might be automatic, and manual transmission 2021 WRX Sportec RS. This car, I'm surprised that it is still here, but it just goes to show the market is slowing down. Whether it's the interest rates that people don't want to pay, or kind of, this fear of buying cars and kind of not wanting to buy cars for the last 2 years. I know some dealers have kind of pushed that attitude as well, that makes people kind of like afraid to buy cars. So that might still be ingrained in people's minds. But this is a lovely car. I actually took it in. So it's the very top of the line WRX. It's actually got the, let me show you. It's got the Brembo brakes. It's got the Harman Kardon sound system. Leather interior. And this car is a low kilometer car. Only 15,000 kilometers, and we have it priced at We had it priced higher, closer to 40 grand, and now 36,888. So 37,000 Canadian, and this car was about 41 or 42 new in 2021. But again, a low kilometer sample, and it's that beautiful body style from the previous generation that a lot of people cherish and like. Now, another car that I just wanted to quickly mention, we've got it in the showroom. I'll do a little sneak peek. I just don't want to bother the people inside the showroom too much. But I believe it's a 2017 STI. So it's a top of the line WRX STI Sport Tech. Leather, sound system, all of that. Came through our shop. We've done some repairs to it. We've actually done the head gaskets on it, which is rare for an STI. But this one needed it, so we've really worked it out to kind of renew it. So it's a real solid car now. And had this been, last year, just a year ago, this car would have sold for, 5,000 more than what it's listed at now. I'll show the car to you in a second. We currently have it priced at, I believe, either 36 or 37,000. But had this been last year, it would have sold for 40 grand or close to very easily. Let's just check it out quickly. So this is just another showroom that we have. This is our used car showroom. Another car that you may have seen in one of my videos is this one right here, and it's now for sale. It's a WRX that we've modified and done some aesthetic add-ons to. It's got the sports grille. It's got painted cladding. The skirts, these are from Aeroflow Dynamics. And it's got the STI shift knob as well. Not sure if you can see. And it's actually been lowered as well. Let's see if we have a price on it yet. I don't see a price on the car just yet, but let me show you the STI that I was talking about. So this is it right here. STI Sport Tech 2017 with the wing. And let's take a look at the pricing on it. I don't know if it's probably really hard to see for you guys, but 98,000 kilometers on the car, so 60,000 miles. Top of the line, well reconditioned, and currently asking a pretty decent price. Yeah, 37K. That's about the low 30s, or about right around 30 grand flat US. So that's what we're talking about here. Pretty cool car right here. This is the Outback Wilderness in Geyser Blue. Just about ready to be delivered or picked up by the customer. So that's that right there. We do now also deal with much older vehicles than we used to in the past. We used to have a policy where we just wouldn't take a car with over 150,000 kilometers or really over 100,000 kilometers, over 60 or 70 or 80,000 miles. We would kind of wholesale them right away. And here we are having a 2004 Accord. This is a V6 base model, kind of a unique trim, and very low kilometers on this guy. Only about 60,000 miles or even 55,000 miles. So about 90K. And this guy now is listing more reasonably. So in the past, had this been 1 year ago, I think this would have sold for over 10, definitely 100%, over $10,000, maybe 12,000 or 13,000 or something like that, especially a year and a half ago, something like that, into the summertime. And here we are having it listed at 8,500 or maybe 8,800, but basically 8,000 bucks. Quite a nice car. So finally, those cars are making a comeback. Now, they are getting cheaper, but they, as I predicted before, I just don't think that they're going to go back below a certain number. You know, even if we get a recession or whatnot this winter time, if things kind of, go to hell and people aren't buying cars, and if we have another interest raise, still can't see that car going below 5K. It's a reliable Japanese car. with low kilometers, when you get that, regardless of the year, it's going to fetch a decent coin. So I think that's about all I wanted to talk about. I wanted to give you an idea of the general market for new cars and what I'm seeing around. So we talked about the Solterra and how those are available now. Then we talked about some other Subarus as well, new Subarus, as well as the used car market. So I think that's all for today. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you like this format. If you have any questions, please let me know. I would love to walk around and point out cars that you want to see and discuss things and prices that you want to see. This is it for now. Let me know if you want to see something like this once a week or so. All right. Thanks a lot, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Have a great day.